So Newcastle have officially, I thought it was still going ahead, but I'm told, no, it's done.
It's done.
Officially been bought by a Saudi Arabian consortium for around £305 million. The consortium reportedly has finances of around £300 billion.
Wow.
And the Premier League has approved the takeover after receiving legally binding assurances that the Saudi state would not control the club.
Well, that's the most important thing. I think the Premier League have looked into it and said, right, this is how it works. And now you're going to see a big change.
What do they mean by that? The Saudi state would not control the club. Well, because there's, we're talking tribal here, aren't we? When you go out to when you go out there to the Middle East, where it be any of the big oil-rich gas, oil, petroleum, they're all families that run it. So I'd look at that. But they obviously
they've checked everything out.
It's not everyone's cup of tea.
They've checked everything out, and it's all above board. So that's why it's gone ahead. And as I said before, you've got to expect it to be like a Manchester City, with what's going to happen now at Newcastle United. It's got to be like that, because they're not doing just to say, we're going to fight a relegation battle every year. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for
Well, they're going to have to go for it right away, because you look at the table. But anyway, look, a lot of people won't be happy about this, but Newcastle fans are ecstatic.
Absolutely.
Last night in the sports bar. What about Jason Cundy then? He had this to say about Newcastle United.
No one outside Newcastle supports Newcastle. Worried? Yes, because they have the financial muscle to get in there and really shake up the top four. But the problem the Newcastle fans have got is they are everyone says Chelsea got no history. Let me tell you now, Newcastle have zero history. They have nothing. Honestly, they have a Texaco trophy, intercity fairs. They haven't won the league since the 20s.
Do you know what? It is the slag off sports bar, isn't it? They slag everyone off.
I know. Well, that's their jobs, I suppose, to get people wild up and ringing in, didn't they? And I'm sure they have plenty of Newcastle fans ringing in last night.
What did the Chunk do the other day? He hammered Norfolk, didn't he? And poor old Norwich got absolutely hammered from the Chunk. Oh yeah, get them out of the Premier. Premier should only be 18 clubs. Get rid of Norwich.
Was that right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he upset Norfolk. Whoa dear, yeah.
Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, he's about trophies, winning trophies, but he's potentially a big club, isn't it? I mean, they've got everything there. They've got the structure. They've got the support. They've got the stadium. Got everything there. All they need now is probably better players and someone who's going to guide them to try and get in the top four or win trophies.
A club like Newcastle, all right, they've won more, but Leeds are a big club.
Massive club, Leeds. Yeah,
but you can argue about.
Well, you can go back to Villa.
Villa were Champions League. They won the
absolutely.
Champions League, didn't they?
Well, you go back to Nottingham Forest under Brian Clough.
Won it twice.
Massive club. Yeah. Massive
but
club.
Forest wouldn't be as big as Newcastle, potentially, would they?
What, fan base?
Everton. I think Newcastle...
Yeah, again, it's amazing that they haven't won more, really, Newcastle. Whether it's been the way they run the club, I don't know. But certainly, going back to the Kevin Keegan era, in that 96, 95, 96, that was a top side then. But they seemed to go backwards after that, didn't they? Instead of going forward, they seemed to go backwards after that. And that's what they need to get back to. Yeah. And I'm sure they will, because if they've got the firepower now with money, and as I said before, they're in it only for one reason, like Abramovich when he first turned up Chelsea, to win trophies, and I'm sure that's what they'll be aiming for.
The Geordies should be thinking, you never want to be too comfortable. There's a danger of losing yourself. Feel confident in the trust in the manager. I need to repay that. Also, the Geordies should be thanking Ashley for saving the club. He wiped out the debt, kept them in the Premier League. They could so easily have been another Sunderland, says one of the punters here. Another one, Kevin Keegan, shows how stuck in the past they are, the Geordies. It's football.
Well, that's why we love it, though, because there's all different opinions, isn't there? Some people, get Keegan back. Others, we done with. Again, I'd love to hear from Newcastle fans, really, what they would want. I'm sure it'd be more like a Conte or a manager down that road, because he will be able to attract players. And you keep mentioning Steven Gerrard, but I don't know if it's too soon for him yet. I mean, he's got a couple of more years at Rangers before he looks at the Premier League. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see what they do. Obviously, the January window, Al, what's going to happen now? Who are they going to go for? What sort of players? I'm sure they'll be going straight in to try and buy some better players, and a lot of people will be on their radar, I should imagine, in January.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.